Hey, this is Joe Wiles with the Rock and Roll Conservatory coming at you for howtoplayanySong.com. Today, Gregory from Ireland asked us to teach Don't Cry by Guns N' Roses. Hey, Gregory, thanks for the suggestion. We're going to do that right now. Don't Cry comes from Guns N' Roses' third studio release, Use Your Illusion, the box set. It was out in 1991. In fact, on that double disc set, there's two versions of Don't Cry. And there's also actually a mysterious third version that was recorded during their Appetite for Destruction studio sessions. And it's a little known fact that Shannon Hoon from Blind Melon recorded backup vocals on the radio release for Don't Cry. Anyway, let's take a look. So we're going to take a look at the introduction to Don't Cry. There's three chords you're going to want to know for the introduction. One is an A minor. It's played with an open A string, your middle finger on the second fret of the D, your ring finger on the second fret of the G, your index finger on the first fret of the B, and an open high E. Strum them together from the A string down. The next one is a D minor. It's your index finger on the first fret of the high E, your ring finger on the third fret of the B, your middle finger on the second fret of the G, and an open D string. You're going to strum from the D string down. And then a G major chord. It's your index finger on the second fret of the A, your middle finger on the third fret of the low E, your ring finger on the third fret of the B, and your pinky on the third fret of the high E. Your D and G, those are just open strings. We're going to strum all the strings this time. To get started, we're going to form that A minor. Put your pinky down on the third fret of the low E string. Just to get started, we're going to hit that note. And then we're going to not strum the chords, but pick each note individually. We'll start with the open A string, and then the D, and then the G. Then we'll go to the high E string and work backwards. High E, B, G. So it sounds like this, the first chord. Again. Then we're going to form that D minor chord here. We're going to hit the open D string twice, hit the G, then the B, high E, and then work backwards. And then we're going to skip down here to the low A string. This set sounds like this. So both those two chords put together sound like this. And then we're going to form the G major that we learned before. We're going to strum this, the first four lowest strings, and then skip to the high E string and work backwards, and then hit the open A string. We're going to have to lift our finger off to do that. The G sounds like this. Oops, sounds like this. Open A. You have to lift your finger off to do that. Those three chords put together sound like this. And then we use a little turnaround riff. Take your middle finger that's on the third fret of the low E string here, move it to the A string, just one string higher. We're going to hit the A string, D, and G. And then move your middle finger down to the second fret, do the same thing, A, D, G. Then use your ring finger to go back to the third fret of the A, then second fret A. And then we're going to start the riff over. The tail end of that riff sounds like this. So let's put all the chords together, and we're going to go through it twice. At the very end, there's going to be a riff, and we'll cover it when we get there. But this is what it should sound like, all put together. We're going to end the intro by going 2, 3, 4 on the low E string. And then move your index finger to the 2nd fret of the D here, and then hit the A and the D. That little last riff sounds like this. So all together, it sounds like this. So to speed, that riff sounds like this. Thanks for watching, YouTube land. I hope you had a good time. I want you to know that this is just one segment we offer on our YouTube channel, but there's more segments than this available for this song back at the homeland at howtoplayanySong.com. So check us out there. And you've obviously found us on YouTube, so make sure you find us on Twitter, on Facebook, and we're always available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week back at howtoplayanySong.com. Have a good day.